This video, I'm breaking down a groove I built using some of our game effect samples from our pack Old School Games Effects and Vocals episode 1. So these sounds aren't just for transitions. I use them to create a track with a little bit of movement, texture, and something that kind of stands out on the dance floor. So yeah, if you want to get these samples, I'll leave the link below, but I'm going to give you a little listen to the track and then we'll get straight into it, and I'll show you what other samples I also used from the Create Original sample suite. So I'm just going to play it here before the bass comes in, and then we'll take it from there. See the polyrhythm coming into play now. Right gang, they're the male elements in the track, so I'm just going to break it down bit by bit now and show you how I use the game effects and some of the other samples. So basically I started off with a simple groove. I used an 808, which is from the 808 from Mars sample pack. It's not by us, but a very good sample bundle for drum racks and stuff like that. And then I used one of our house grooves with a little phaser on it. So the house grooves is from the Create Original sample suite. It's in Dusty Drum. So yeah, that was the base of the track, or well, the foundation, should I say. And then the 808, and then the kick. Right, then I came in with the effects. So first one, which was hitting every 4 bars right at the start, and then I brought another little kind of bleepy sound in, which is a little bit more repetitive, and that's coming in every bar. So you'll hear them now. So if you already have our bundle, all these sounds here, the little bleepy bloppy ones, are in Old School Games, the effects pack. Now there's also a lot of cool ones like that in Signal Shifter. If you go into One Shot Collection, or if you go into effects and fillers, or some other cool stuff like that. So these are just standard 1 bar and 4 bar loops. Then I made a drum rack, and on the drum rack I added quite a few different sounds. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 different effects in the drum rack. I just went through the Old School Game effects pack, and I just picked the ones I like, added them to the drum rack, and then I just start hitting the keyboard and seeing where they fit it in, and then I just press some random notes as well. So this loop length is actually an uneven number, so it's creating a polyrhythm, like in the last video I made there a couple of weeks ago. So it's a 7 bar loop. So as you can see, they start overlapping. Now it's not that much of a complicated polyrhythm, but it still keeps the track moving and it sounds less repetitive as it goes on. Because I've done this, I didn't really need to add many effects at the end, because that's usually what a lot of people do. They'll build the foundation of their track and then they'll add effects and transitions and stuff like that. Because I built these into the groove, I didn't really need to add anything at the end of the track. Well, I didn't feel like I needed to. It kind of felt like I had enough going on. Usually I'll have a couple of channels like around here with little sweeps and risers and crashes and impacts and stuff. Because I built it into the groove, there was no need to do that. Once I had all the elements, I just needed to arrange it. As soon as I arranged it, then it was good to go. So I'm going to show you kind of how that kept the track flowing. You will see it before this drop. Just that little effects makes all the difference, and the same here. And the stab that came in, that's also from our pack, and that is from Tape Waves. And if you go into our classic stabs collection, you should find it in there. It is number 1 actually. It's not 1 because that's from our old, it's from when we were spaced out, so I might have moved it, but it's definitely in there. So yeah, with all them together then, that was enough of a hook that I needed for the track. So anything I added then was just a bonus. So yeah. Other than the effects, I just have a loop and an 808 drum rack, and that's it. It sounds like there's way more going on in the track. So yeah, I'll move on to this section here now. I'll just show you the bass notes as well, just in case anyone is interested. Kind of long notes. Just tried something different and it just worked. So yeah, just went with it. Another little trick that I've talked about in previous videos, I can't remember whether I've said it on Spaced Out or since I've started making the new videos, but you can kind of see here we have a nice little groove going. As soon as this pad comes in, every time that note changes, it kind of makes a new tone. And there's a musical definition for it. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it's basically when you add 2 tones together and they kind of make a new tone. So that whole pad changes the whole track, I think, anyway. Because there's a sound in one of the loops and it kind of turns it into a little bit of a chord, and then it also changes the tone of this chord, which also helps to keep the track moving and less repetitive. So just listen, now that I've explained it, you might hear it a little bit better. So I'm going to play it just before the pad comes in, and then listen when the pad comes in after and see if you can notice the difference. Wait, hold on, start from here. There's a little bit in that loop, and it's not even a synth sound, it goes, it's like, and it's a little bit dubby, but as soon as that pad comes in, wait and you hear the difference. It's not actually from the loop, it's from this. I'm going to put a bit of parallel compression on that, just to give it a little bit more oomph. That's just one of them happy accidents that you're not expecting. As I was fading that loop out, I have a little bit of reverb on my send and returns, just giving that little bit of tension, and then I have two filters, one low pass, one high pass. And this other effect as well here that I have at the start of the bar, I didn't really need to add many impacts then as well. Because of the polyrhythm was changing with that, even that comes in every 4 bars, it still doesn't sound as repetitive because there's always something different just before it. So it's a different pattern every time. So yeah, I think that's it, gang. I'm gonna leave it there. If you want to get that game effects pack, I'll leave the link below, and you can also get it in the bundle for the Create Original Sample Suite. If you haven't got a free pack already, I'll leave the link below for that. And I also sent out just a freebie to all our email subscribers. So I sent you out effects pack. There's like 20 effects or some sweeps, risers, impacts in that, just as a little gift for the support. So if you haven't received that, check your inbox and it should be there. There's a link that you can just download it right away. There's no sign up forms or anything like that. If you haven't signed up yet, sign up, you'll get the free pack, and then that other free pack that I've just mentioned will follow within a couple of days. So as always, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, leave them below and I'll respond as soon as I can.